Hello there, everybody. Here back with your favorite reaction channel, Speckblocklime. Here with another reaction video from you all today. Here's another video from the channel Tabs. It's a channel that I like, you know. I like to rewatch some of it. Oh wait, rewatch? Well, actually, I haven't checked some of their videos for a little while, actually. But I think I've seen rewatch one or two. You know, there's a lot of videos. There's actually a lot of videos I check out. So like, or I've seen or read about, and like, you know, some videos I will say I'm rewatching, but it's almost like I'm rewatching. I'm watching them for the first time again because you know, I don't know. It gives me like the info that I forgot or maybe didn't get. I'm not forgetful, but just sometimes it's almost like refreshing. But anyways, don't think I've seen this one really. I think I haven't seen this one. But anyway. Let's see. The video has to do with thoughts on Pokemon Go. I think Pokemon Go came out in 2016, if I remember correctly. Just like me, just like a lot of people, I was at least playing it a little in the beginning, but then after a while, I just stopped. Pretty much, obviously, like before Generation 2 Pokemon came out. They pretty much stopped. Like, so before all the Johto Pokemon, sorry. I don't know why I said Hoenn. Johto Pokemon were released, like, a good while before. I just stopped. I'm like, it's not that the game was bad, it's just, you know, I feel like it had to be a game that you had to invest a little much, and I'm like, it's not that I'm lazy or don't go out, I do, but I don't want to be walking around and get distracted, having to pull my phone out to find a Pokemon. I'm like, I'd rather just walk around or do some other things, or check other stuff, you know? That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's still pretty fun from what I remember. And I'm sure now it's even crazier because all the generations of Pokemon have been released. I don't know if they've released the most updated one before the new one that's going to come out for the game. But I think maybe they have. But anyways, I don't want to get into much of a tangent. I want to see what ideas, like, you know, Tab's going to say that they probably said about it. And maybe see what I can say about it, you know? So here we go.
Pokemon Go is the answer to our generation. Okay, in some ways, maybe not. Now, I'm sure this hype will probably last for about a few weeks, or maybe even a few months. Who knows, maybe even a year. It is Pokemon after all. I don't mean to sound delusional here, but this is probably the most exercise that us kids and teens and adults have gotten since the past few years, especially in America, which is pretty relieving to say in the least. Let's be real here, this is the first time we walked outside by our own will, just for this game. At least in a while. But what is this? Is this what they call the sun? This is just like that one picture where the parents tell the kid to go outside and instead he just brings his computer to play outside. I literally went to one corner of a street and I saw at least 50 people there. But you know, it doesn't compare at all to that one Vaporeon that was found on Central Park that one night. Nope, not at all. Most of you players probably heard about the girl that tried to find a Psyduck in the forest but instead found a dead body in the river. And she said it herself, it was a traumatizing experience, but what if that man was just lying around for days and nobody ever found him? For me, I like to consider the aftermath condition of the remains of that man, rather than the initial reaction after finding him. I expect more incidents like this to occur in the future since this game is getting popular, but I'm not really sure if that would be considered a good thing or a bad thing. This game does have its own benefits, but also many reasons to be more cautious about your surroundings while playing this. Not to be morbid, but I do think there are going to be kids just walking around trying to catch Caterpies or Rattatas, I have no idea. And eventually there will be a car crash or any kind of accident, or those who choose to blame the driver instead.
What the fuck are you doing?
You're on the road.
I'm fucking playing Pokemon Go!
What?
I missed out on a fucking Onix because of you!
Mate,
what the fuck?
Mate, you're in the middle of
You should have waited 10 more fucking seconds! I'm playing fucking Pokemon Go! I was on level 9! I was almost double figures!
I
was almost level 10!
blocking the road, mate.
Fucking cheated me out of it!
I think now, I think it might be more chill,
5 hours,
and more people are being
What do you
chill
want?
about it. So I doubt anything
This
crazy
is
is happening
time
like
for
in the
shit.
first
How old are you?
beginning of it.
Whoops, my bad. That wasn't a kid, but a wild man-child. No, but in all seriousness, I do plead you guys to be very aware of your surroundings while walking and playing this game at the same time. And to drivers, of course this applies to you guys as well. I also heard recently that there's an idea that pedophiles are trying to use lures to get kids to come to a certain area. And you know what happens after that, right? They'll find adults ready to beat his ass instead, just because he disrupted their game. So when you start the game, you realize there are a few Pokestops around your neighborhood, and then you decide to walk towards it, and then you realize there are more areas that have been uncovered as you walk closer, and there are more Pokestops near that area, and then you decide to keep walking, and you're not paying attention to anything around you. Next thing you know, you're in the ghetto areas wondering where you ended up. Nah, that most likely won't happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's very likely that this game is more of an opportunity to meet new people, make friends, or even enemies, possibly start a gang war, but more towards bonding people together. Yay! So you're gonna discover this gym, and then one person decides to take over it. You go to that gym again to recover that spot as gym leader. One day you're gonna finally meet face to face. Haha. Oh hey, so you're the one taking over my gym, huh? Go find another gym, you ass plug. What? You didn't hear me? I called you an ass. You know, we could have started this out on friendly terms, but you just had to be the fucking bitch of this neighborhood. Now you'll have to die. Of course it won't be like that, but I'm not saying it's impossible. It's more likely though that those two will probably just run away from each other. Did you guys notice that most of these locations of Pokestops are in churches and memorials? For all you new players out there, I hope you know that you don't have to walk inside the building directly, but what you really have to do is call the priest or pastor from the outside and just stand there and wait until they give you the Pokeballs by hand. Very simple, right? Can't lie, this game is really addicting, and I've only been playing for a few days. Even with the fact that most of us have been seeing the server error screen rather than the actual game. Literally, if you see everyone on the parks, they're just on their phone and you can only assume they're playing Pokemon Go now. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. The only one who's gonna really win at this game is someone who has a car, money, and great Wi-Fi. That's it. Unless you care more about having fun, then that's great. Play safe then. By the way, if you guys are wondering, I'm in Team Instinct.
The three teams. Instinct and Valor, and what was the other one? I forget them. Those are the only two I usually remember. But yeah, that was. I remember playing it a little in the beginning. It was a fun game. Like I said, for reasons I just couldn't get into it. For like I said, when I go out, I don't really want to be distracted on my phone, even if it's just for a few seconds, to do something like that. I think if I'm going to play a game, I might as well sit down somewhere or do something. And if I want to get exercise, walk around, I'll do it on my own. I know it helps some people and it maybe gotten people interested to do things. And that's great. Hopefully it has helped more people. Those that are still playing it, hopefully, interesting, fun, maybe had fun with friends. And, hopefully they had a great time. So yeah, there's not much I can really add. It's just, it's just an experience, an idea about it. I think it's a decent game. That's what I will just end with. So anyways, check out Tab's channel and hopefully check out this and a lot of the other videos. And and hopefully we get a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so you can get notified more about videos here too. And take care of yourselves. Pay attention out there, you guys. Be careful. Don't get yourselves into a fucking accident. Hopefully. So take care.